The Dark dropped a new EP. The Dark EP. It's self-titled. They dropped their self-titled debut EP.
Yes, and we got to chat with Craig from
We
the
did.
Dark.
That was fun.
It is out now. It was a phenomenal conversation. We chatted a lot about the inception of the band as well as everything that you could possibly talk about with this EP.
Hmm.
As I mentioned in that interview, I found this band on Octane, not sure what the fuck. Later find out it's one of the dudes in the band is from Of Mice and Men. But not knowing anything about the origin, I was blown the hell away. I believe I heard Slip Away the first time, and I was like, all right, who is this band? Because as much as I use Octane for my own discoverability, and sometimes I will just leave it on and whatever comes on comes on, especially if I'm going to be in and out of the car a bunch.
Hmm.
But then there's times where I'm like, no, I want to find something that I know, so then I'll shuffle through all the channels and then eventually give up when the 10 pre-saved channels I have all are not playing a single song I've ever heard, which pisses me off a little bit. So
What's the point?
yeah,
You're supposed to all cater to me.
but I exactly I should just plug my phone in. But I do use Octane for discoverability as well.
Hmm.
Like without them, I definitely wouldn't have found out about this band until way later, when everyone was online raving about the EP. I'd be like, oh yeah, this band's cool. I was in on the ground floor. Yeah.
Because I was there. I was there. I was
Um,
there when their first EP dropped.
but all 5 of these songs are awesome. Every single song is a little bit different. It's definitely a taster palette of everything that the band can do, but it also blends together so well and is a cohesive listen. There's genuinely not a bad song on here. I was going to name favorites, but I was just going to name all 5 songs on here. My all-time favorite right now is Circles. That's all.
Yes. Sorry.
Listening to that today, I was like, I want to be so obnoxious and post this on my story right now, but I'm not.
I'm better than that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not better than that. I post stories my fucking. I post songs my fucking stories all the time. So I'm like, you guys should listen to this.
Yeah.
They never do.
No. But that song is fucking awesome. But every single song on here is great. I love especially like the vocal delivery on all 5 of these songs and the effects that are on some of the tracks on the vocals really add another layer to the complexity of the band's sound.
The details.
Yes, which I especially adore. But all in all, phenomenal. I will be spending a lot of time with this EP, and I'm excited to see what else comes from the band because they announced they're playing Warped Tour. I'm hoping to see them on the road though, because
Oh, fuck.
I need to hear these songs live.
I missed that announcement. Well, I have not been on Instagram, so that makes sense. I think this EP is fucking incredible. As you mentioned, we had an incredible chat with Craig. I think it was awesome. And it definitely made me more excited to check out the EP when it was on streaming services because it's one thing to listen to it preemptively, and then it's another thing when it's finally out and accessible, easily accessible. I think it is fucking awesome. Granted, 4 out of the 5 tracks were singles. I'm pretty sure we caught them on the tail end with the Circles was I think the single that was about to come out. In Heaven, There's Nothing to See, which is the newest track off of the EP. I think it's a great closer. My one gripe that I have with this entire thing is that it's not an album. I understand having a debut EP, trying to test the waters, see what sounds people like, see if the band will survive the creation of an EP, see if you guys can, get on a fucking label or something. It's easy to pitch. I understand the marketing, everything behind it, but goddamn, guys, you knew you had something good. You knew you were fucking cooking. You could have given us like 3 or 4 more tracks, you know? Like, pull fucking Silverstein. Say we'll be back later, you know? Say just drop another half sometime soon, all right? You know? And you should have done the volume 1 because that, it would have been a little corny, but at least we would have known that there was going to be a volume 2 and 3 next.
Yeah.
This one, I feel like I'm out in the open. I don't know what's going on. When are you guys coming back? I miss you already, you know? My personal favorite is also Circles. I think it's fucking awesome. It's a horny ass song though, so proceed with caution. But granted, I'm also a fan of Thornhill,
Yeah.
and they major in horny fucking songs. So I mean, I feel like it kind of ties together. But anyways, incredible debut EP. I keep using incredible, spectacular debut EP. Strong start. Excited about Warped Tour. That's an insane achievement this early into their career. Um, Very excited to see what else they can pull up. It should be a big year for them, so I would like to see a little bit more from them. Just
Hell
a
yeah.
little bit.